Hey, what's going on out there, YouTube fam? This is Sammy Leggy here representing TeamJVS. I'm back here again for another movie review. I've told you guys I've got a slew of them. I think, man, I don't know how many are still lined up before midnight tonight. I just have to express my thoughts on these specific 3 films lined up, which one is going to be, this one is Come On, Come On, which is what I'll say in just a second. Next is going to be West Side Story, and then last but not least, it's going to be 9 Days. And all these are special in their own ways for specific reasons. But I will say, out of all of them, Come On, Come On, to me, is and should be the best picture this year. In so many different ways, like the acting, the cinematography, the story, the nuance, the vibrancy of the human soul and connection with family and others around you. There's so much richness with this. And honestly, yes, this is a fabricated story, but the scripting is so good that I would believe that this is all real. And a big part of that is Joaquin Phoenix and Woody Norman's chemistry. Woody Norman, as a young actor, gives probably the best youthful performance of the year. And I just did my review for Belfast, and I thought that Jude did an amazing job. But Woody killed it. Like, he is such a natural actor, such a kid, such life coming out of him. And this is the crazy thing. Like, initially when you're seeing, Woody's character, Jesse, like when he's kind of, coming off of like being with his mom and having to stay with his Uncle Johnny, and you're kind of like, oh, maybe like, Jesse's dealing with something like mentally, like maybe something's going on with him mentally, and like he's just dealing with different things. But then you start to see certain subtle things that like he's just a kid that is battling some serious situations in his life that he does not know how to deal with outside of acting out, outside of being a whole kid and trying to gravitate to attention, because he cannot deal with the surrounding situations. Even though he perpetuates everything is fine, like it's not for him. And he's got these tics about him, like things that he just kind of wants to do himself, but he's so smart. And Woody just plays it so well that I'm like I can't in my right mind imagine scripting such a vibrant character for a kid to just do, like, and take ownership of. But again, I don't know if that's more so Woody or if that's Mike Mills directing, and because he wrote this and directed it. And I feel like he should get some directing credit for this, because he kills it. Like, the atmosphere and the scope of this is so well done. They go from Los Angeles to New Orleans, and there's certain things that happen. This is all shot in black and white. It's so beautiful. Like, it's a very well shot film. But Joaquin Phoenix's Johnny, like, there are things that he's doing as a radio journalist. He's recording something very pivotal and important from a story standpoint. Like, kids and their what's the good word? Their process and their understanding of the world around them, for good or bad, whether it is the worst of things that's going on or the simplistic of things. He's asking them these pivotal questions about the understanding of the life around him. And he doesn't understand yet that the person that he's traveling with, his young, protege, in Jesse, his nephew, has got one of the deepest stories of all of them, and one of the most important life lessons that's going to change Johnny's life forever. Joaquin Phoenix and Norman's chemistry is off the charts. But then I don't want to discredit the fact that Gaby Hoffmann does so much as well. Like, she's barely in the film, but you feel every sense of what's happening, because it's written in such a way that you feel the family dynamics has happened. Yes, there's certain moments that do use flashback, and yes, there is exposition there in certain moments, but you can feel all the specific emotions that there is a strain between Jesse and his sister. You can feel that there's a strain between, Johnny and his sister, and Jesse and his mom, and Jesse with the world, and Johnny with his preference of anything. Like, and partly because of his relationship with his mom and how that put him down a certain path and where he is right now and who he wants to be. And it's just crazy because at the end of the day, these are all really good people trying to do good things, but the circumstances around them are painting a picture of them that they're less than, and they're not. And it's such a beautiful story, bro. Like, it's probably like I teared up so many different times because it's so rich and it's so beautiful, but yet it's so dark and it's so tragic and it's so sad. And even Scott McNeary, he plays Paul, the dad, and he's barely in it at all. But you also feel for him because this is the thing. Even though he isn't there, right? The way that Woody Norman's performance is Jesse, you can feel all the different things that his dad gave him, as much as all the different understanding and life lessons his mom, Viv, gives him. And it's just, it's so interesting because while Johnny is interviewing all these kids and you're getting understanding of like how beautiful kids are and what their understanding and their scope of the world is, but right here in the core of everything, like this is also happening right in front of you. And that's the way you script that is just uncanny. Like you don't just, that doesn't drop out of nowhere. Like that is carefully thought out and processed. Even the way that the end credits are so amazingly beautiful because it's so rich. Because you're getting an understanding of these kids and what they really truly feel, that I believe is the hope and the foundation of this world ultimately, before they become jaded, before they become something completely different. And it's things that you don't know about where things are gonna go or what's gonna happen, but bruh, it's such a beautiful story. This is a 10 out of 10 film. This is I'll say this right now, my favorite film of 2021. Is it the best? I don't know. In certain respects, it technically is, but it's my favorite film of 2021. And I've seen some amazing films. Oh my gosh, I've seen Mask, I've seen Novice, I've seen King Richard, I've seen Zack Snyder Justice League. I've seen so much great things this year, but this completely caught me off guard. It really, I mean, I've seen The Falls, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell button. And if you have not checked out, come on, please, I'm begging you, please check it out. It's worth your time, worth your while. It's so amazing that I don't think you'll be disappointed. Peace, guys.